Are you thinking about moving to Markham but have no idea where to start? Especially if you've never been here before. Markham is a large and diverse city and it's just one of the municipalities in your region. In this video, we'll be exploring the northwest part of Markham and we'll cover the other areas in future videos. So if you're interested in learning more about different neighborhoods in Markham, such as the central and most eastern part, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Today we're going to explore communities like Victoria Square, Cathedral Town, Cachet and Buttonville, showcasing homes at various price points to help you find something that fits your budget. Be sure to stick around until the end, where I'll reveal a hidden gem of this neighborhood that you definitely won't want to miss. And we're diving into it right now. If this is your first time in the Living in the Greater Toronto Area channel and you want to know everything about living in the Greater Toronto Area, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in Toronto, Ontario. My name is Antonio and my business partner is Van. We get calls every day from people just like you, so whether you are moving in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out as all of our contact information is in the description box below. We will be happy to help you make a smooth move to the Greater Toronto Area. Alright, let's take a closer look at the northwest part of Markham. On the very north we have Victoria Square, and on the south we have Victoria Manor, Jennings Gate, and to the left we have Cathedral Town, and just right underneath we have the big part of Cachet, and finally on the south side we have Buttonville. These are the neighborhoods that we are going to be focusing on today. And I've seen it firsthand since I live in the neighborhood myself. Time and time again when I talk to clients or neighbors, they all share a common view. The location is ideal because it's close to Highway 404, which can get you downtown in about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on traffic, which as we know can be pretty rough in Toronto. Not many communities offer such convenient access to a major highway that runs north to south, and that's become a key reason why so many people are attracted to this area. Victoria Square and Cathedral Town are the northernmost community in this area. Both relatively newer development, they consist mostly of large single-family homes, some townhouses, and very few low-rise condominiums. While Victoria Square has a rich history dating back to the 1800s, the first church here, Prime Methodist, was built in the 1820s on the east side of 4th Line. Where the cemetery still stands, it was primarily farmland for many years. Over the past 20 years, however, the area convenient location has driven demand for new single-family homes, leading to farmlands being replaced by residential developments, making it increasingly popular. Cathedral Town, right next to Victoria Square, used to be farmland, Robendale Farms, famous for breeding Holstein cows. The cathedral was built on land donated by Stephen B. Roman, the farm's founder. In the early 2000s, his daughter Helen Roman Barber collaborated with Donald Buttress, who worked on Westminster Abbey, to design the Cathedral Town with a European Cathedral Town vibe. Cathedral Town was named after the Cathedral of Transfiguration, around which the neighborhood was built. Look at it. This is just a true masterpiece, and really you can see it from far. And in my opinion, this became the iconic landmark of this part of Markham. And more to that when I reveal the best kept secret about this and the surrounding neighborhood. Now moving further down, we got Cachet Markham. I actually made a video specifically about this community, so if you want to dive deeper, just click somewhere on the screen to check it out. Cachet offered the perfect balance of peace and activity aside from downtown Markham. I say this area has some of the most popular grocery stores and shops you'll find around here. King Square Shopping Center, which opened in 2019, is less than 5 years old and is an Asian mall and actually one of the largest in North America. Personally, I'm not a huge fan. It still feels pretty new and kind of empty and doesn't have a lot going on yet. That said, it does have a few essential spots like an Asian grocery store, along with a growing variety of restaurants and shops. Let's check it out. I'm just going to go for a quick walk, and as you can see, there isn't really much to see. Yes, there are much more stores compared to last year, but it kind of still feels kind of empty, and really not much is really going on. There is a small food court right at the center, but there aren't many restaurants open so far. As you can see, there are a number of sittings available, but look at it, most of the restaurants are not even open. There is a Chinese grocery in full fresh supermarket, and yes, occasionally I come here to grab fresh produce and meat. It is always a welcome addition for more options to shop around if you live nearby here in this part of Markham. So right across King Square, we find this huge plaza located at Woodbine and Highway 16. This is one of the major intersections. It is pretty important for this community in Markham because it is actually hosted more than 29 stores in this plaza, and more importantly, there is a T&T right here. In my opinion, T&T is one of the major anchor stores in this plaza called Cachet Center. Most of the Chinese, like myself, we come here probably if not 2 or 3 times a week. I'm pretty sure most of the population here is East Asian, and they come here like myself 2 or 3 times a week. So this is a very important plaza, including the anchor store in T&T. And of course, if you need some sport equipment, we also can find a Sport Chek in this plaza as well. And of course, you can find Tim Hortons in this corner right here, which is a very busy intersection. Next up is Buttonville in Markham, which is now closer to Uniwell, a community I'll cover in another video as part of Central Markham. Like many areas around here, Buttonville started as farmland but has since transitioned, with the southeastern part becoming mostly industrial and commercial. While the northern part of featured mostly single-family homes, it also used to have a medium-sized general aviation airport that was in operation from 1953 to 2023. These are the newer townhouses in the northern part of Buttonville near Woodbine. I wanted to give you a look at what they're like. The townhouses are 3-story high, and as you can see, there's a good sized sidewalk and a small green space in front of them. While Woodbine is a major street, this area of Buttonville remains relatively quiet most of the time. It does get busier during work and school hours, but overall, I find it calm and peaceful. On the southern edge of Buttonville, you'll find one of the most popular Asian spots in the area, First Markham Place. I say it's now even more important than the former largest Asian mall, Pacific Mall, which was built in the late 1900s. To this day, it remains one of my favorite places in the GTA to satisfy my craving for Chinese food. Right next to it is First Markham Place, and is also close to the big box mall known as Woodside Square Center, which features a Home Depot, Kelsey's, Chapters, and other Western retailers. If you haven't noticed, Markham has a significant Chinese population, making up about 65% of the community. The rest consists of various ethnic groups, including other Asians, Canadians, Jamaicans, and English. If you're not a fan of living in a place with a big Chinese population, you might want to consider other areas outside of Markham. I really believe that, but if you're okay with it, Markham is an awesome spot for amazing Chinese food and shopping. There's a tons of variety that's hard to beat. So before diving into home prices in this neighborhood, let's quickly highlight the schools in this part of Markham. I say the quality of education is a top factor for people considering a move here. The schools, both public and Catholic, offer some of the best education in Ontario. You can't go wrong with elementary public school like Nokita Public School, Sir Wilfrid Laurier Public School, Lincoln Alexander Public School, Ashton Meadow Public School, and Bottomville Public School. Plus, St. Augustine, which is right behind me, is ranked number 2 among Catholic high school in Markham for 2024. Let's dive into the home prices in the northwestern part of Markham. Keep in mind, the properties I show you are in the ultra luxury ones, which can range from 9 million to 10 million in Markham. Instead, I've selected more typical homes, starting with those featuring 3-car garages, then moving to double and single car garage. We also touch on the more affordable options like low-rise condos, though these are relatively rare in this area. So first up, we are going to see a house here in Cachet, Markham, and this is a 4+1 bedroom with 5 baths and also a fairly large front lot with 60 by 100. So most of this home here, they have about 3-car garage. Here is the first house that we're gonna see. So this home at 31 Ayer Drive in Cachet is currently listed at 2.48 million. And it is on the market currently around 61 days, and this is how it looks. And we can see like there are plenty of interlock in the front where you can park maybe 3 more cars or even 4 or 5 more cars outside, and you still have like 3-car garage inside. So this is a 60 lot, which is one of the largest in the area. Let's talk about the price right now. Currently this home is listed at 2.48, but if we dig deeper, we can see that this home is actually been listed last year for 2.7, I believe, and it is currently reduced to 2.48, and their upgrades are amazing. Let's take a look at the pictures to see how's the interior and how updated it is. Here is another look at the other end of the ground floor with large windows and also the coffer ceiling. You can find these on the luxury homes, and these blinds that we call it California shutters, they are quite expensive as well. Moving on to the family room here, also with marble flooring throughout and with window blinds as well. The dining area with matching marble dining table with large window as well, and you can see that fireplace also covered with the marble tiles. Here is another angle with great light fixture as well, overlooking the kitchen on the other side. And this kitchen is just simply amazing with the wooden pattern cabinet built in. And here we have a marble counter as well with glossy cabinet on the other side. You can tell these are premium appliances with the coffee machine built inside, and also an ultra glossy black premium fridge with the induction countertop and also a modern range hood. You can tell that they spent quite a lot on upgrades and also the incredible light fixtures. The bathroom carry on with the premium setting with large tile marble flooring and with the wooden matching vanity as well. Now looking at the bedroom, we still see high quality hardwood flooring. I question a little bit about the color choice, but nevertheless look clean with nice light fixtures. And you can tell that this is also a very spacious bedroom, and also with the ensuite bathroom. And the theme carry on with upgraded ultra premium washroom with double modernized sinks and also updated top with large window and shower glass, and pretty much carry over for every room and washrooms. Now this basement is fully finished, and also you can notice there is a walkout basement, and you can see the secondary living room here with the fireplace, extra large windows that doesn't seem like a basement at all. And the other side, we still have more space that you can place those gaming table like you see here. And also here you have a secondary kitchen on the basement, and here we can see the standard kitchen here with all the appliances. This is a pretty standard washroom. And now at the back you can see the upgraded glass railings, and here you can see also an almost like a brand new deck built in, and you can see the spa that they install at the back. You can tell that this has been upgraded quite a bit with lots of features. Now with the newly reduced price for a 3-car garage and exceptional 60 lot front, this home I would say is pretty reasonable for this price at the moment. Also, just want to demonstrate like the street in this area is fairly quiet, and you can see one side of the street with sidewalk and the other side will be without the sidewalk, so only one way. But we are actually inside of the major road in the other side at Roddick, and this is fairly quiet in this kind of environment. And most of the home here are either 3-door garage, and some of the other side has 2 garage, but mainly the lot size is between 50 to 60. Now we are currently on the number 2 homes that we are going to visit today in Markham. So this is actually Cathedral town. So in front of this home we see a great park here at the Arboretum and Heritage Orchard. And this is a very beautiful and quiet environment with a lot of greens and also a lot of seating area that you can enjoy the environment here. It is extremely quiet, and we have also sidewalk on the side here, and then we also have the sidewalk on the other side. And this home here at 15 Reflection Road, it's listed at 1.95 million currently, with a double garage going through the back to show you. In this home, the front lot is about 48.78 by 85 feet. So as you can see, this type of home here doesn't have a front interlock, with a little bit of the green area. And the style of home is more of a European style. And most of the home here, the color theme is beige or kind of yellowish and red. So this is basically the color theme in Cathedral Town. So let me take you around the side to the back to see the rear lane where they have the car garage for most of the homes here in Cathedral. So let's take a walk. So this is the back, the garage, and here you can see the garage with the double door. And this is how it looks on the back where the rear lane is. And these are the home with all the garage at the back. And this is how it looks like for the homes in Cathedral Town. So now let's take a look at the inside of 15 Reflection Road. And as you can see, this is the front foyer with the coat or jacket closet on the right side. And this is the living room, and you can see that it's bright and airy with a lot of windows and natural lights. Here's another angle. You can see all the hardwood flooring throughout, and here you can see a lot of windows. Because this is a corner lot, you can see much more light coming in from the outside. And this is another angle that you can overlook the other side of the house. And this is the dining area with a lot of windows and also classic light fixtures, and that overlook to the living room. This is the family room with a lot of space. Now this part, you can see there's an area for breakfast that you can house the breakfast table, and also an open concept kitchen. And here you can see the standard kitchen cabinet with standard ceramic or porcelain flooring and with some standard appliances. Here you can see the built-in oven and the microwave with the standard appliances, and also standard pot lights on the ceiling. Here you can see there's a lot of counter space as well. And this is another study room, I believe, on the ground floor. This is the standard powder room, and we have the laundry room on the ground floor. And this is the bedroom, which is carpeted. In my opinion, it would be harder to maintain. I would prefer the hardwood floor, but nevertheless, it is clean, and this is a very large bedroom. We have a fairly large, decent sized washroom, and this is another bedroom. Now this is a finished basement with some engineering flooring or laminate floor with spotlights. And as you can see, this is a fairly large recreational area, or you can partition it for additional rooms if you wanted to. And here actually there's another room here in the basement, which is quite decent and also decent size. Here's another look of another bedroom and a standard washroom as well, with some additional fridge and also the water tank. And here is the backyard. You can see the door that accesses the garage from here, and this is the area that you can house the barbecue or some family gatherings. Here's the exterior again. You can see the double car garage. Here is the access to the backyard as well from the back, and this is the rear lane. This home, the lot size is quite large. As you can see, it's almost 49 by 85. And this is a fairly large home with about 3,000 to 3,500 square feet. And as you can see, this home was selling during the summer for 2.1 million, but now with a newly reduced price for 1.95, this could be a good buy for this price for this size of home in Cathedral Town. All right now we are going to take a look at the third house we're visiting here in Markham. This is 5 Erin Ridge Court in Victoria Square. Not sure if you can see it. This is the home right in the corner where the sale sign is. Here's the home, and this is the front of the house. As you can see, there are some little green area in the front, but not a huge interlock. And as you can see, this is a single garage, and there is an additional driving space in the front. And this is a 30 by 118, the lot size of this home. As you can see, this is a fairly new Madame home that is recently built. And as you can see, there is a sidewalk in the front and also in the other side. And so as you can see, there is a cul-de-sac in this area, so it's fairly quiet in this neighborhood. Forgot to mention that this is a 4-bedroom, a 3-bath, and it's been on the market for more or less right now about 50 days on the market, and it was listed more or less earlier for 1.7 million, and right now, as you can see, it has reduced to 1.688 million. And I think this is a beautiful home for a young couple to start a family. Although it is relatively a smaller lot, but definitely the price under 1.7 million, this is a great find. And you can't beat the environment here with a beautiful cul-de-sac enclosed area. And also Markham is actually rated one of the safest area to raise a family. Now, one of the features of this, we are going to take a look around the back where this home is actually back onto a park. So now we are actually at the back of this home, and you can see it's actually the smaller one out of the neighborhood here, but you can still see that it is actually back onto this beautiful park here at the back. This is really ideal for a young family, and the environment here is just calm and peaceful and quiet. So this is a brand new build of Mattamy Homes, and you can see that it is fairly modernized. The kitchen with ceramic floorings. In the living room you can find some engineered wood flooring and also plenty of space. And this is the entrance, the foyer, and you can see that there's a large coat jacket just on your right hand side. And here you can see further down you have the access to the basement. Here's a dining area where you can overlook the living room, and also there's a fairly large window as well. And here's another look at the dining area, and here you can see the living room with the fireplace built in. And here is an open concept kitchen, and you can see that this is a fairly modern kitchen. And these are the bedroom, also with huge windows and also engineering wood flooring throughout. And we have also a laundry room on the second floor, and you can see that there's a sink as well for your convenience to do your laundry right there. And we have some standard washroom with standing shower. And here's the back. As you can see, this is a very new home that you don't see the fence built yet. And as you can see, it is back onto a very beautiful park. Now, this is a smaller home. The lot size is about 30 by 118 feet. However, this is a brand new home that probably just been completed a few months back. And as you can see, it has been listed for 1.728 in late June. However, right now the price, it has been reduced to 1.68, and this is a home in Victoria Square. So now we are currently at Cathedral Town, and we are visiting some townhouses for the fourth home that I'm going to show you around this time. Here you can see some of the townhouses on this side with the color theme of yellowish or beige. And right now we are going to visit 15 Cathedral Lane at Cathedral that is listed for $1,098,000, which is the one here with the color kind of red on the exterior. And let's take a look. So this townhouse that I'm about to show you is a corner lot, so it's on the other end. So we have a few houses here, and other end we are actually fronting the Transfiguration Cathedral right there. So these townhouses are just facing there. I would assume that there's going to be a new development here for some new luxury condominiums, but low rise. So we'll be along this side here that you can see blocking off from these blue bars. And now let's walk to the subject townhouse that is listing at the moment. So there we are. It's this unit on the corner lot, and this is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath. It has been on the market for 16 days so far, and this is not a huge lot. As you can see, this is a 12.94 by 87 feet. So this is not a very large lot. However, I think this is a very good starter home for a young family in this environment here. And let me show you around here. Just to the other side, that is actually, by the way, the front, and we are going to the back. And as you can see, right here we have a few rows of townhouses within this complex. And look at this, there are more there, and we have some visitor parking at the center or middle here. So there are plenty of visitor parking if you choose to have anyone visiting you or have some family gatherings. And here is actually the back. And for this kind of townhouses, you won't have a backyard, but instead you can see there are some balcony on the second floor, or we call it a terrace. So you can actually host some barbecue in that area, and also a smaller balcony on the top floor from the bedroom. So here is the single garage, and you can actually fit another car in front. So you have a total of 2 parking spaces, but in case you want some visitor parking, it's also available right here. And here is the environment here, and you can see it's very quiet here, and the environment here at Cathedral Town is very pleasant. And on top of that, we are just a minute away from the Transfiguration Cathedral Church right there, and here, beautiful environment. So just a quick note, like this type of townhouse with this price point is rarely found in Cathedral Town. So for something that you can probably acquire it under 1 million nowadays, is really a rare find. For this type of townhomes before the rate hike, this can easily go over 1.2 million. But in fact, right now that is recently reduced to close to 1.098 million. This could be a really good deal for a first-time home buyer. So this is a corner lot townhouse in Cathedral Town, and you can see that there is a single garage, and you can have another additional space for parking. And this is a standard foyer or the entrance of the townhouse, and we can see there's a large windows right on the corner here because this is a corner lot. And we have some standard bedroom with some engineered wood flooring and a standard powder room. We have a fairly large living space or family room, and on the other side we have the fireplace built in and also a large window. And here you can see a whole space that is pretty practical with a rectangular layout, and the other side is a fairly open concept kitchen, and also you still have a room for a dining area. And we have some modern light fixtures. This is another angle that you can see that there's 2 huge windows, and this is another look of the kitchen, and we have some standard kitchen cabinet with standard appliances. Here's another look, and here you see that there's access to the balcony or terrace, and this is another standard washroom on the ground floor, stairs to upstairs to the bedrooms. And this is a carpeted bedroom. However, there's a huge large window with some Juliet balcony at the front, and we have some standard washroom as well. And as you can see, this townhouse doesn't have a backyard, but instead they have a terrace or balcony area that can houses some barbecue as well. Here's another look to the interior of this environment here with visitor parking in the center. As you can see, this is not a finished basement, but we do have the mechanical room on the basement. And this is it. This is not a very large townhouse. The lot size is about 12.94 by 87 feet, and the square footage is more or less about 1,500 to 2,000. So it is not really a big townhouse. However, for this size of townhouse pre-rate hike, this can easily be selling over 1.2 million. As you can see, this seller was selling since July for 1.24. It wasn't successful, and it is right now newly reduced to 1,098,000, which I think this price is really unheard of for this type of townhouse for this price, because this is a corner lot as well. Now we are visiting the 5th property type that I want to introduce you here in Cathedral Town. We are just a minute away from the last townhouse that I showed you at Cathedral, and as you can see, the Transfiguration of Cathedral Town is just right behind me, and we are literally a minute away. And you can see this complex here. They are low-rise condo in Cathedral. So a fun fact, in Cathedral Markham, there aren't many zoning for high-rise condos. So as far as I know, this is the only low-rise condo in Cathedral. And at the same time, this will be the lowest price point you can acquire a property type in here. So we are going to take a look at 1-bedroom condo here. And this unit is on the ground floor, unit 138. and is currently listed at $550,000. So I believe this is the lowest price point that you can enter here in Cathedral Town, and this is a 1+1 bed and has been on the market for quite long. It's 73 days so far. So this is between 600 and 699 square feet, and let's take a look. Here is the 28 Prince Regent Street, and this is the entrance so far. Passing through the main hallway lobby of the condo apartment, pass through it, we have a lot of condo townhouses around this area as well. And we can see some of the visitor parking right on this side. So here we are with the 28 Prince Regent Unit 138. So we are on the ground floor, and here's the exterior of the boutique condo in Cathedral Town. As far as I know, this is the only boutique condo complex in the area. They don't have any high-rise condo at all in Cathedral Town. So this is the only thing you can find for a reasonable price condo. And here we have the first bedroom, and we have some engineered hardwood flooring and also access to the balcony. And this is a small balcony for this unit. As you can see, this is on the ground floor. And this is another look at the bedroom, and we have 3 glass built-in closet in this unit. And this is the living room plus the dining area. And we have a modest kitchen with modern backsplashes, sink, and all the standard appliances. Here's another look at the kitchen. And we have a standard bathroom. Near the entrance, you can see the laundry stack, washer, and the dryer. And this is the layout. Pretty much the bedroom is right in this corner with the balcony here. And this is the den. You can put a little desk as your office, or you can put a little bed there for a guest room. And here's the washroom, and this is the living area and the dining area. Kitchen, and this is the entrance. So a very standard 1-bedroom unit, and this is a 685 square feet unit facing west. However, this unit has been listed since July for $585,000, and currently it has been reduced to $550,000 at the moment. As promised, let me introduce you to a truly unique area in Cathedral Town, where you find a rare mixed-use townhomes with retail space on the ground. This is something you don't often see in newer communities. With over 500 square feet of retail space, these townhouses maintain the traditional layout on the second and third floor, all for a relatively affordable price under $1.5 million. This is an excellent option if you're thinking of starting a small business while also enjoying a comfortable home above. Perfect for a young family, it's an ideal solution for those looking for a balance between work and living space. Here is a wider view of the business street in Cathedral Town, centered around the stunning transfiguration cathedral in the front. The scenery is truly beautiful, and this community is definitely one of a kind. Here it is. I hope you enjoyed the community tour of Northwest Markham and found it helpful. Whether you're considering a move to this area or just curious, my goal was to give you a clearer picture of what life in this part of Markham could look like. Of course, this is just one area. Markham has many more neighborhoods, and it's hard to cover them all in a single video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for the next video, where I will explore Central Markham, followed by a tour of the eastern part of the city. Most detached homes in this part of Markham were priced above $2 million before the 2022 rate hike. Now, the fact that you can find one in a single garage for under $2 million highlights the impact of rate increase. Townhouses have also taken a hit, and while it's still challenging to find one closer to $1 million, there are some options available. Fortunately, there are still some low-rise condominiums available for around $500,000 for a 1-bedroom unit. Recently, luxury low-rise condos ideal for downsizers have become available, with larger unit priced over $1 million. These are set to be completed this year in 2024. However, condos in this part of Markham are a limited resource. Wow, that was a long tour of the neighborhood. I better get moving and start prepping for the next one in another part of Markham. I'll let you soak in all the information, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.